A lot of these guys have even said, like I've heard Fresh and Fit and other guys have said this, and they're not wrong, but it's not 100% correct. Where they say, well, income is the number one reason for divorce. No, it's not. There are a lot of stats that say income is top five. There are um, even a smaller amount of stats that say that it's top three, and there's very little stats that say that it's number one. To be honest, so when it comes to the reason for divorce, it's not actually income. It's the number one most transparent reason for divorce that I've come to when it comes to the clinical literature is based upon lack of commitment and attention. That is the number one reason. And that clinical data showed that they took 6, 7, 8 different studies, and they did a study of their own with open-ended questions. And that was the undoubted answer that people gave, right? Lack of commitment. And when having them describe what is the lack of commitment that you felt, it all culminated down to attention. So this muscle and games thing that Raul Tomasi says, and I love Raul Tomasi. I like Raul Tomasi. I like him. So I'm not targeting him, and I would love to sit down and talk with him too. Okay, this is not an attack on him or anything of that nature. But this muscle and game stuff, yeah, all that is cool. But that doesn't get you to keep your woman. It might get you to be the man that women desire. It'll definitely get your body count out. It'll get your desirability up, but it won't get your long-term, durable, competitive advantage when it comes to staying within a relationship.
Just an entry point in the game.
That's all. I mean, that's really all it is. Again, so in second to that is argument and conflict. Is the second reason why divorces occur. And the third reason is work and money. That's the third reason. And two of the other top 5 reasons, which are kind of insignificant, which claims is fidelity and getting married too young, which I think they're not exactly relevant, because there's a study that showed that in relationships that have fidelity, when the two couples are able to get over the fidelity, fidelity as the future goes on fizzles out as any problem at all. And we've seen that. Like if a man is usually honest with his woman, like, hey, I cheated, I'm sorry, I apologize, it'll never happen again, the woman tends to be very, very forgiving. So typically it's not really that much of a factor as far as I'm concerned. It is rated as top 5, but that's a situational top 5. And getting married too young is one of the top 5 answers. That's kind of ambiguous too, because there's no evidence that getting married old or older gives more success than getting married younger. Because typically women get married younger, and typically men are older than their wives. So that doesn't actually play.